Look, we found out something last night. I mean, you and I knew it, and we're not defending Russell Westbrook. He's not been good with the Lakers. He hasn't fit and won't fit. But this notion that it's all Russ, that, if they could only get rid of Russell Westbrook, all their problems would be solved. Not. They go into Denver and lose, 110-99. Wasn't even that close. But that just showed you, Russ is not a good fit, and it's not working. But the problems are much deeper than that, Rob. And LeBron, 8 turnovers last night. He was all right. I mean, he got his numbers, 19 points, I think 8 assists, 8 rebounds, something like that. But 8 turnovers and not much of an impact on that game. So, Rob, he posted today on Instagram, and this is something that caught your attention. Rob G, tell us about his Instagram post. I saw it. Go ahead and tell us about it.
Well, LeBron James, as you know, is the king of the passive-aggressive tweet.
Yes.
And this time...
What are you saying,
you
LeBron?
a Lakers fan saying that?
Yes. Do you want to fit in or do you want to fit out, Chris? Remember that one? That was my favorite. Actually, no. The one of Arthur with just the fist that he was shaking, that was a good one, too.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Fit in, fit out worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this time he's switching it up. He's saying, I'm not going to do Twitter. I'm taking it to the gram instead. So he shared a video on his Instagram page of him dunking the ball during the Lakers' loss last night to the Nuggets. Here's where it got weird, though, is the caption. How long will you be taken for granted? ... Keep going, kid. With emojis of a puff of smoke and a crown.
Go ahead.
Taken for granted, the Los Angeles Lakers, a storied and fabled basketball franchise, turned over everything to you. The keys, the future, whatever. They got in bed with LeBron and they said, LeBron, we'll trade away everybody. All the kids, the promising kids we drafted, everybody. We want to win now. We're going to do whatever it takes for you to win. Anthony Davis? Yes, we'll go get Anthony Davis. And now he's acting like they're taking him for granted and they don't want to do anything for him. All they've done is bend over backwards for LeBron James since he got to L.A. They could be gymnasts at this point, Chris. Rob Pelinka, everybody. I mean, seriously. Now he wants a pity party. But woe is me, wah, because, they're taking me for granted. Kid, you're in year 20. You're a kid at the retirement home. Stop it, LeBron. You can't blame the Lakers for anything. This mishmash, this goulash is your doing. You did this. This is what you wanted. Now, you know what? Now eat it. You made the mess. Now eat it. And stop blaming other people. The Lakers have done enough for you. Talking about taking you for granted.
Well, I'm going to say this, Rob. Wow. We just handing out applause like that?
Thank you.
Does Rob have an applause button at the studio now that he can just push it at will? Because I know... Alex, you did that?
That was passionate.
Thank you.
Oh,
Alex knows passionate radio. I'm not mailing it in like so many other hosts.
All right. First of all, are we certain that LeBron was even talking about the Lakers? I don't know who he was talking about. The Lakers, the NBA world, like fans, like those who don't think he's the GOAT. We know he wants to be the GOAT. Like I'm being honest, Rob. My first thought was he's talking about fans.
How, Chris? Based on
because what he's doing. What's he averaging? Like 27, 25 points in at year 20 at age 38. I think that, and again, I could be wrong. I don't know. You might be right. I'm just saying I don't think it's cut and dried that he's talking about the Lakers. Might be, but he also, Rob, might be, like when he said after he won his last championship, I want my respect. Well, he wasn't talking about the Lakers. He was talking about the overall basketball world, and I still think he may be talking about it. Maybe LeBron, and it seems this way, he feels like he is so definitively the greatest of all time. And you and I disagree. And most basketball fans disagree, which maybe is why he's putting this out. But maybe he feels like he is so clearly the GOAT because a guy that's not even, known as a quote unquote scorer is about to be the all-time leading scorer. He's lasted longer than anybody else, playing at a high level. I mean, maybe he thinks that's the case, and he's like, how in the world are y'all taking me for granted?
See, can I just say
I'm
this?
just saying,
Okay.
I don't know. You might be right, but I'm just saying I think that's a possibility too.
See, I think it's off of being 0-4. And Rob G, help me if I'm wrong.
Do you think he's talking to the Lakers front office?
Yeah, because they're 0-4, and only, 2 teams in the history of the NBA started the season 0-4 and made the playoffs?
They both had Russell Westbrook on them.
Yes, 2 teams this decade. And they both had Westbrook.
Right. So maybe they shouldn't trade him.
Okay? I mean, maybe they can still make it. I think it just has to do with the start, the Lakers being 0-4 and going to be irrelevant pretty soon, like if this continues, Chris, and they start 0-7. And that's what I think it is. I don't think why would there be a conversation about the GOAT at this situation or at this time?
Yeah, but if he's talking to the Lakers, then he's saying trade Russ, I guess. Give me some shooting.
Rob G just said passive aggressive instead of saying what he really want to say.
Look, here's what I will say is this, and I think we'll be in agreement here. LeBron, you better than this, man. Real talk. Like, come on, man. We all see the greatness, whether we think you the GOAT or not. People are about to celebrate you in a few months or however long it takes you to pass Kareem.
Right.
And
he'll get his due, Chris.
Right.
It'll be a party. I mean, come on now.
I just think if he is doing, again, if he's doing what I thought or what I'm putting out there potentially, he's better than that. You don't have to beg to be the GOAT. Some people going to think you're the GOAT, some aren't. And I've said this, Rob, I don't know if it'll happen. We'll see. But when millennials or the younger generation is dominating the conversation, like you and I and people of our generation dominate it now, maybe they will call him the GOAT. I don't know. But you don't have to beg for it. Michael Jordan's never begged for it. So LeBron's better than that in that case. And then if it's a message to the Lakers, you better than that too. If you have an issue with the way the team is constructed, go to Rob Pelinka face-to-face, man-to-man, and say, look, trade Russ or whatever you...
Go to Jeannie
we
Buss.
assume that's what you think.
Right, and say,
right.
Jeannie, this is not right. This is not working.
Get some shooters. Whenever I've won championships, we've had shooters. This is my last hurrah. I'm going to give you 25 a night. I don't know that I'll be able to do that a year from now. So let's go ahead and go for it now. Like, just do that. But this guessing game and you're just better than that, man. Really. And yeah, we see the greatness. We see you still playing well. And so that's my thing, Rob. I just think this is beneath LeBron. I almost hope he did. I'm sure he has a team, right? I hope the team put this out and he had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I doubt
probably
that.
Not,
yeah,
right,
yeah, because of the way it's done, it wasn't that.
It's just not, come on.
Yeah, but this is LeBron. I mean, and Chris, his fingerprints are all over this. I mean, and people can say it's not, but this is something that should have been taken care of. You said it before. Go talk to those people and say, what do we need to do here? This is not a fit. It's not going to work. We tried it. What you want me to play year 20 here and 21 and 22 and not have a real shot at it because you don't want to give up draft picks, Chris, from 2027 or 2028?
And look, Rob, maybe he did it, right? Obviously, they've had a ton of time. Maybe he talked to them and they aren't doing it, which is their prerogative. They run the team. And maybe he feels like this is the last resort.
All right,
Rob, he didn't have to sign a 2-year extension.
then you need right because he could have waited and said if a deal's not happen, right, Chris?
Right. Then I'll play out this year and we'll see.
Yep, he could have done that, but he didn't
because it's
do
not
that.
like you and man can. I don't want to get in anybody's pockets, but obviously he's got enough money where he don't have to like jump and just secure the bag because he's got the bag times a million. So yeah, I just think he's better than this, man, and you don't have to resort to this. So